Okay, let's move on towards the next matchup then, shall we? We're going to be able to see Alf here with Instant Tension alongside with Warp. We're finally going to be able to see that Warp on the An. So with the An Warp here as well, it seems like we are going to be able to go out here looking for Namiko, who is the Antiquarian. But I mean, like, a trump card... No, Instant Tension here is really strong for the An. But of course... with that in mind, we are going to be able to go out here with a lot of portals here for Namiko to use. Namiko, potentially speaking, you could start spinning just so you can gain a little bit of speed boost away from the area, but it seems like we don't want to take the portals just yet. For Namiko, we're tweeting straight towards the double pallet window area, but it only takes one more cash for us to dodge it. Very nice dodge right there. We're going to try to get a stun. Can we get a stun? We're waiting. Can we push back? Nice push back. Charge attack here shouldn't register because, yeah, Anti-Current does have quite a bit of a range here as well. But 1 second left here on the clock. We are going to be seeing how this goes for Namiko here as well, right? For Namiko, what is important is, okay, we're going to take a normal hit, but we want to utilize all three portals. All three portals dash the priestess has set it up for us. We're going to be able to get that flywheel out. And that's a very short, and I mean short, okay, that's a hit over the pallet, oops. I was about to say that was a very small radius for the cat, but it seems like we're going to be able to win the pallet mine game there anyways, and it only takes one cross to catch up, but it seems like it's not going to register there anyway. But for Namiko right now, we're going to be able to see the stun there immediately coming out from the forward, but even with that stun there in mind, one warp takes it home. Very nice, beautiful warp, and that's going to be Namiko going down straight towards basement. Hello, basement, my good friend. Instant attention with addiction here alongside with Rage, Hunter's Instincts on towards Alf. But that basement here, it's barely two Cypher Machines. The cat coming back just to deny the forward with a stun. And it seems like Namiko won't be able to get out of this basement anytime soon. Forward needs to pull another ball in if he wants to do the rescue though. But with the forward slow vaults in here for Alf as well, he does need to make sure that they don't take the long portal because Warp was just used. Forward currently behind. We're going to be forced to go in for a little bit of an earlier rescue. That's going to be a stun there, very nicely done by Ayaz. But even with Ice here, we didn't get a hit on towards the chair, thankfully. If that hit the chair, that would have been really bad. And that's going to be a hit, no damage rescue for the forward, very nicely done. I'm going to say for Namiko right now, we have to see where the portal is coming from. Forward seems like he wants to come in for the stun. Did Forward get it? I'm not sure just yet, but with that in mind, we're going to deny the long portal here as well, and Namiko not being able to do much. Going to get the jumping here, and you know what? Alpha's not scared, surprisingly, because if it was me, I would have waited until my cower was ready, because there was denied it still. But it seems like we assumed that Forward wasn't nearby. Forward when he's still decoding, we can get rid of the long portal here, but seeing the Cypher Machine decoding progress here, it's going to be, let's see, 3 Cypher Machines here at around 80% on average, well, 60-70% on average. And of course, female dancer, so music box, we could decide to ballet away. We're going to get a normal hit there, but Sally Flywheel was consumed. We kind of messed up there quite a little bit. We just had a little bit of black for some reason. Well, we probably couldn't even make it there anyways, but that's going to be a failed rescue there on towards Namiko. Female dancer couldn't find it. Kairu did a huge mistake. Should have immediately rushed towards the chair instead of flywheeling, because flywheel there definitely wouldn't register. Even if Anna has a slow attack animation, your stun is longer. Your stun really is just longer. Kairu here at a little bit of a oofy scenario. I don't even think we need to use Blink here. Not Blink here, Warp here. We're just waiting. We did get rid of Somi's box. That's not going to be a pallet stun there. Very nice angle there made. And with the step on towards the music box, seems like female dancer will be going down here immediately as well. Priestess with 2 Cypher Machines, and we've still 1 full Cypher Machine left. Well, no, we don't have 1 full Cypher Machine left. Survivors decode pretty fast here, especially with such a fast down. But with Alf in mind, all he wants is to tie. So, I mean, with Warp here, Warp kind of guarantees to tie for sure. And it could potentially be a niche pick from now on for rank, I feel. But that's going to be the Long Portal coming out. And I say for Long Portal here, that Cypher Machine's the one at 77%, isn't it, though? Ice coming in to rescue. Eyes on the prize as well for Eyes. He's going to be able to get a cat here immediately on towards himself. But also at the same time, that's going to be a brilliant stun. But pallet stun here isn't going to be what we want here. We're going to be able to pull the ball, but even with a pull ball here, that's going to be a stun here for Eyes. That was not what you should be doing, because Alf brought Rage. Alf brought Rage in that situation. He recovers way faster compared to usual. And Priestess coming for a rescue. We do see where Priestess is. It's going to be an after half rescue, but at least It is an after half rescue. We're going to be able to get a stun here. Bring the cat back. We're going to wait until the cat comes back so that we can stun a female dancer. We're going to take the I guess we're just going to wait here for as long as possible. I was about to say, if Alf decided to hit there and then the cat comes back to stun, that probably would have been a better case option. We're going to be able to get a stun here. And that's going to be a long mind game, 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 charge attack hit, and it's going to be female dancer, miss! We got hit by the tram! Oh my god. Ave Maria! That still hit it. Ave Maria! That still hit it. Well. There goes the tram. And with that in mind, Alf being able to secure this as well. That's gonna be the portal taken, and with the portal taken here, last cipher machine at 77%. If Alf gets a 3-man elimination here, I don't think AWG is gonna have enough point. Well, no, if AWG gets a 4-man elimination next game, it'll be good. But for Alf here, if you want to guarantee, he needs a 4-man elimination. You cannot let AWG get a tie here or get a win here for next game. So for Alf, we are still currently looking. We do have warp. We do see that there is a forward. They're currently on the hide. We're going to be able to get the vaulting here. We're going to be able to get the second. Okay, there's no second jump. Okay, that's sad. There's no second jump. That's sad. We're still currently looking around right now. Forward does use up self-heal there though, so we don't see any of the cipher machine shaking. We do know that the 3 cipher machines are pretty closely towards each other. The one at S pallet is currently one being decoded. The pallet there will be destroyed, and Alf is just waiting to see how endgame will go. But the more time you stall there, the more chance of Priestess being able to give the long portal. Priestess currently opening a new cipher machine as well. Eyes is a little bit of a pickle situation, but it seems like he'll be able to get on towards Tram here as well. Eyes being able to get on towards Tram. We are going to be... do we want the warp here then? If we warp here, then it'll work. We have the warp. Alf, warp. Are we saving warp? But this is a forward. Okay, no, we used it. We used a nice warp, and... Hello, my friend. Good afternoon. And then there's forward down. Okay, forward will be picked up here immediately. We do know where Priestess was decoding, but forward does not have self-heal. Unless we assume that forward got healed by Priestess. But, like, you know, when Priestess was rescuing, forward used up self-heal already. So I think for Alf, he kind of knows this himself as well. I'll be honest with you guys. With that in mind, I'm going to speed this up by a little bit. It seems like it's going to be a 4-man elimination from my point of view. That's going to be the pallet there, not pallet, portal there being destroyed. We don't hear where Priestess is. Priestess is currently in the inner depths of Graveyard, as we can see on the bottom left-hand side of our screen. And... I mean, with that in mind, it seems like we are going to be able to... Priestess back here again with the... Okay, we do see where Priestess is at least. But Priestess will get found here. That's going to be the first jump. That's going to be the second jump. Very nicely done by Alf. And of course, there's another warp ready here. So even with the Windows speed booster online, we're going to be able to catch up here pretty fast. Warp in. This is the same area in which Anti-Current dealt in. And let's congratulate the formal animation here for Alf, moving on towards the next game. Okay, let's see the second half now. We're going to be able to see Irohasu here coming out as Nair with Insolence Detention, followed up by a Blink. It's also going to be Survivors here with a triple Windows speed boost here. We do need to know that Prospector does not have Borrow Time, but instead Flywheel. But since it's Kazuneko's Prospector, I guess everything is fine. With that in mind here as well, we're going to be able to throw the Harpoon out here immediately. Kazuneko wanted to come in from the other side. But it seems like it will work out for Kazu here. He did get around 40% moisture, but since not the whole of Graveyard has been locked, pretty much a good game here for Kazu. Now then, we're going to be able to get the Harpoon out here once again. We are going to be forcing the Harpoon back. That's going to be around a 70-82% moisture level there. But of course, with around 22 seconds left here on the clock, our next Harpoon here has to lock the Cypher Machine, which Dolisu is decoding. That would be for the best right now. And of course, Cordy, the gun could potentially come out. Hamatu with a coordinator remain here. The gun coming out there was great. We could potentially change targets here immediately, and if that's the case, that's going to be the Windows Speed Booster applied by Hamatu as well. But I don't think... Can you outrun? Not yet. We're going to throw the Harpoon back and just a little bit... Oh, we're going to be able to get it. Okay, unfortunate. Not as fast of a attack recovery speed as Opera, but... I was about to say fast enough, but we didn't get a hit there. Anyways, we want to lock Shinami Cypher Machine here as well. We want to see where the coordinator is. Coordinator is going to be able to get the lock here, but even with the lock here on mind, I'm assuming that first hit here would be able to register. That's around a 57% moisture level. And with that moisture level on mind, Hamatu is... Like, if we can get the dash here, okay, no problem. The dash doesn't really register. We're still looking around. we did get the warp, not warp, we did get the wraparound for the harpoon, and it seems like it's going to be instant tension here. It's the same persona as last game. We wanted addiction here to counter prospector, it seems, and of course the coordinator. But with this in mind, survivors are going to be able to finish 2 cipher machines right now. Mercenary, on the other hand, having to come into rescue. I guess Mercenary cipher machine being a little bit slow is fine, but Prospector being able to finish coordinator cipher machine is what's more surprising to me. It seems like the Psycho also rotated quite a bit. We could potentially sell here. We could potentially sell here if we just want to type, but it seems like for Shinami right now, we're going to come in for the rescue. Hamato, does Hamato have a chance of rebound kite? It's going to be a little bit hard here, but we are going to have to see. If you can make it towards the window, it'll be a whole different scenario. We're going to be able to come in. Terror Shock from Irohasu. Double down scenario. Okay, that's going to be a little bit tough. And it seems like we're going to be able to lock the double pallet 1 window area here as well. We are going to be able to get a hit there. And Hamato rushing straight towards the graveyard. We're going to run as deep in as graveyard as possible. The harder the chair, the better. And of course, from Mercenary side, Mercy just needs to find Dolisu to heal, but Dolisu is going to be more focused on decoding right now. Until Mercenaries are at around 95 or 90% heal progress, I'd say that's when Psycho goes in to heal. I'm quite sure Psycho is wearing a clown suit. So it'll be pretty funny to see Psycho wearing a clown suit going in to rescue a Mercenary. Lol. Lol, not toxic by the way. Lol. With that in mind, we're going to be able to get the push. Kazuneko getting that 50% stun there though, but Kazuneko can also prioritize his flywheel just to counter the immediate moisture burst. Mercenary did use up self-heal here though, a bit unfortunate. And Kazuneko, he's going to be a little bit slow coming in for the rescue. But I guess we're selling. Fair enough. So we decided to sell here, wanting Mercenary and the Psycho to finish the last 3 Cypher Machine. But of course, as long as both of them can finish 1 Cypher Machine each, before Kazu gets on chair, then, you know, you can just have Psychologist do all the job. But I kind of fear for Mercy here as well on the other hand, though. Mercy, that Terror Shock wasn't the best. Because if Mercy gets a Terror Shock again, I'm going to be slamming my head on my table. Honestly. Kazuneko, we're going to be able to get a dash over. Nice. We missed. Nicely done by Kazu. But sadly for Irohasu, we're going to be able to get a pushback there once again. But for Irohasu, if we can get Kazuneko down, it could be a 3-man elimination. That's going to be a blink here utilized immediately. But this is going to be quite hard for Irohasu to play around it. The moment we get a harpoon out, they're going to vault out. Oh, they're not vaulting out just yet. That's a dash. Sadly, we didn't get the hit. We're going to be able to get that harpoon back, and it's going to be a vault over and a wait, we used blink already. Oops. POV of dementia. With that in mind, we don't have a dash just yet. We don't have enough dashes, and we're looking. We did get dash. 93%. Flywheel is ready. We're going to be able to get a pushback here. Thankfully, Prospector getting stunned there just a tiny little bit, but with the, so we just have to pop the cypher. Just pop. Nice pop, nice flywheel, and that's going to be a vault out here for Prospector. Okay, Mercenary staying a little bit closely towards the middle right here, just in case we get the Prospector down fast. But it seems like the exit gate is open here as well. We want to go for the dungeon escape. The next market. Okay, never mind. We denied it. Very well done by Ito. And with Ito here, seems like we're going to be able to get a tie game. But sadly, it's a win here for Zeta. Irohasu did the best he can. Let's congratulate Irohasu here for the win. Not sadly, by the way. I'm just saying sadly for Irohasu. Sadly for AWG, because I did manage to win. Let's move on towards next matchup then, shall we? Okay, let's move on towards RC versus FL then. We're going to be able to move on towards match 3 here, where RC currently 1 win ahead. It's going to be Aeroplanist, First Officer, Barmaid, and the Prospector. We do have a double flywheel here on both the Prospector and the Aeroplanist, and of course Barmaid with the Windows Speed Boost for the doubling heal. For Hasha here, it's going to be Dreamwitch with Trump Card Detention alongside with Patroller. Of course, with the Patroller coming out here, most likely it's going to be the First Officer becoming the first chase. But if First Officer is first chase here, we really have to see what the Survivor has for us. But it seems like it's going to be Mono P spawning in middle as the Aeroplanist. We're going to be able to see City here at a relatively safe area. Not really sure where City spawned, but I'm assuming City spawned in either Shack or 2-story. But of course, with that in mind, Mono P is going to be able to come in, and that's going to be the first chase here towards the Aeroplanist. Aero in a nutshell just have to chill. Chill, my friend, chill. But of course, that's going to be a little bit of a sandwich situation. Jetpack here definitely could be used soon, but it seems like Hasha is doing a really good job with the sandwich here. We're going to be able to rotate back towards Shaq. And with Shaq here on mine, the vaults is not going to be able to get anything there. It seems like we kind of predicted the blink, because like we see Hasha moving left and right. We wanted to test out blink, but like, you know, flywheel wasn't even ready just yet, so lol, Monopi wasn't going to fall for that at all. But with that in mind though, that's going to be hit right over the pallet, very nicely done by Hasha. We do have Patrol's Bite right here as well for the next one. But of course, with that in mind, that's going to be Monopi utilizing his triple jetpacks already alongside with Hover just to get away from this area. But of course, Hasha, Patrol Bite coming down, and it seems like it'll be a bite here immediately on towards our Aeroplanus. Where Aeroplanus here in mind, you do have one flywheel, you do have one pallet drop down, but even with both of those on mind right now, it's going to be, we do see which way we didn't get hit over though. The only issue here is we did get the hit. Okay, we got a detention hit anyways, that's nice. 3 Cypher machines done. It's 100 seconds in towards the game. Okay, not bad. We still do have first officer here with the tie turner. We have wanted order with barmaid. City spawned in factory as well. We gave the safest spot here to City because we're worried that first officer will become first shape, but at least we still have our tie turner right now. That's going to be the patrol spike being dropped down here immediately. It seems like from the survivor side they're just going to aim for a tie instead for anything else, because you do see as well first officer currently upstairs not being able to do much as well. The game is currently fully on RC side, just because of the fact that there's nothing much that they FL Hasha can do here. It's going to be an after half. We could go out to try to change targets or try to look for the first officer. Didn't really spot first officer on the stairs, I think, and the first officer being able to jump down right here. Okay, that's no problem at all, but we're just seeing here we can get the hit or not. We are not going to be able to predict that one correctly, but if we can get the hit right there, hit, can we hit? Are we going to hit? We're going to hit right there, thank God. 5 seconds, we're going to change over. Hasha, change over. Change over, we're waiting. We didn't get it. Okay, we still, okay. I thought that would hit the first officer again, but I guess it didn't. Right now in this situation, it's going to be Monopi here with one last jetpack remaining. 25 seconds until flywheel is ready. But even with that on mind, see how fast the Cypher machine is currently decoding even with the after half rescue. It's currently 82 and 69% Cypher machine decoding progress here. We're going to be able to get the patrollers by there immediately. We do have blink ready here as well from the Hunter side, but with that next bite there, we are going to be able to drop down the pallet, and it seems like for Monopi right now, we are going to be able to get the blink in, thankfully, from Hasha side. We should be able to get a pick up here, and we need to pick up first officer as well on the other side of the map right now. 97, 98, 99, but we popped open just a tad bit early. Or maybe we just want to get a tie game here, so we decide not to rescue anymore. I mean, to be fair, that's also fair, because Hasha is a little bit too far away for comfort right now just to catch up towards the other survivors. Main body currently at Moon Gate. Christmas Tree Gate is going to be opening the next 3, 2, 1, 0. Christmas Tree Gate is currently open. Let's move on towards the second half. Okay, let's move on towards the game now. It's going to be Aka here coming out as Anne with Warp Trump Card Detention. Seems like we're actually not deciding to run Insolence here, but with Trump Card Detention, but it also isn't too bad. From the Survivor side, we're going to be able to see Mercenary, Acrobat, Anti-Current, and of course the Female Dancer. You currently on the hide for, you currently hidden as the Acrobat main here. Even with the Acrobat there rotating away, there is currently no Tinnitus here anymore. Aka might be losing Acrobat here. Not being able to find the first chase here is a little bit hard, but even if you decide to chase after Mercy, Mercenary is kind of just one elbow pad, one cat scenario. So like 3 cats is kind of equal to dead to me. 3 cats is kind of equal to 3 Cypher Machine Kite, but like since Aka did decide to bring Warp here, you could potentially use Warp alongside with your cats as a way of, you know, only failing 2 cats instead of 3, since Mercenary has 2 elbow pads, you know what I mean. But by the time that has happened, I say it'd probably be already too late. Cypher Machine decoding progress is a little bit too fast. We don't have a teleportation on the Anne right now, but Anne is getting ready for endgame, it seems. We're getting rid of as much music boxes here as possible. We do see where Anti-Current is. Anti-Current currently trying to rotate out here as fast as possible as well, but right now in this scenario, I would say from the survivor's point of view, we want to more or less look for We want to more or less start to try decode as much as possible there. MCO, very nice dodge there. We wanted to use ooh, that's a little bit of suck. We wanted to use warp there, but I think we decided not to anymore because it was not at a good position. 6 seconds left on towards our next cap. But of course, it seems like MCO wants to slam. Okay, MCO didn't really get the slam. We got a stun there, thankfully, and that's gonna be a normal hit there, registered. Okay, there is still warp. Lol. There is still warp. It's a little bit of a, how do I say, it's a little bit of a later down here. It's 2 minutes and 5 seconds in towards the game. Compared to Alf's game though, for Aka, more or less, he's playing a little bit more safer. That's going to be a brilliant disarm. And even with the disarm there on my Sally, you don't have insolence. Because if you do have insolence, you could have gotten the crossback. That's going to be another stun there, 4-second disarm on towards Aka. And then Aka right now, a little bit of a desperate situation. But we do a flywheel, brilliantly done by MCO. And then the flywheel being able to buy so much more time. 1% left on our flutes. And it seems like with this 1%, it's not going to be used out just yet. Maybe for rebound kite containment, but 2 minutes and 40 seconds in towards the game. Probably 2 minutes and, well, 2 minutes and, yeah, 50 seconds if we're going to decide to chair back here. Accelerated decoding will start in 40 seconds then, if that's the case. Mercenary coming in here for rescue with an extra Titan. The last 2 Cypher machines are currently being decoded from the survivors. We do also see the Acrobat near the Cypher machine at 2-story as well. But even with that Cypher machine there, we're going to be able to get the paralysis on towards the Acro. Acro Cypher machine 42% though, he's not really that worried at all in that case scenario. We're going to be able to elbow pad in right here. Going to be able to get the hit. Anti-Courian still has a chance of disarm, but that's going to be a red ball, 8-second ability nullification on towards our Anne. But it seems like we won't be able to survive. Oh, wait, okay, the cat came back. The cat came back at least. We got the jump. Okay, we still got the jump. That's going to be a normal hit. It's a little bit unfortunate that MCO couldn't run a little bit further away, because if MCO can run a little bit further away, we should be able to finish off the Cypher machine at 2-story, at factory. But it seems like for Aka right now, we also don't want to lock that Cypher machine. I feel like locking the Cypher machine would be a bit better, but Acrobat probably just wants to walk out here and then throw the cats out. But if that's the case, Acrobat will be able to get the rescue here pretty safely. We're going to be able to get the cats out. We want the cats to come back here. Sees where Acrobat is here as well. We're going to be able... Oops, we're going to be able to get the jump. That's going to be the snowball there currently being consumed by the Acrobat. It seems like Acrobat will be able to force that. That's under stun, but Acrobat should be able to get the rescue anyways. That's going to be you trying to body block here as much as possible. We don't have an item here for Andy-Krim, but that's okay. Slow debuff applied on straight towards this poor Anne. It's a tiny bit unfortunate, but this Anne didn't really get much there to play around with. We want a 4-man escape there, but it seems like it won't be possible here anymore. MCO on the other side, Mike on the other side, elbow padded didn't want it for the body block, but it's still an Anne we're talking about. But it seems like Survivor here still will be able to get a 3-man escape. At least it's a win for FL. FL did very well for the 3-man escape here, but they might have, well, I don't want to repeat the same team, but like RC kind of just won against FL points-wise. Points-wise, RC won against FL. I think RC round 1 got a 4-man elimination. You also do see Mike in here. Okay, that's going to be elbow pad out, and that's a guarantee 3-man escape here from FL Survivor side. Let's congratulate FL for the 3-man escape, and the winner is RC.